Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Thank you so much for watching the course on how to recite the ayah of Salawat correctly. The first lesson we're going to learn is something called the Noon Shadda. So basically what this is this is the Noon, and the Shadda is like the W that you see on top of the Noon. And what that basically means is that there are two Noons within it. And the special rule we're going to learn applies for two letters only. One which is out of scope, which is the Mim Shadda, and the other one is Noon Shadda, which is the one in this ayah. So now that we know what the Noon Shadda looks like, I would encourage you to pause the video at this point and look for the Noon Shadda in this ayah. So yeah, pause the video and look for it here. Okay, so if you found it, that's great. If you haven't, then no worries. So there are two times where this Noon Shadda occurs. One is at the beginning over there, and the second time is over there. So what is the rule regarding the Noon Shadda? The rule is every time you come across a Noon Shadda, you stretch it for two harakas. Now, if you don't know what a haraka is, I would strongly suggest you to go back and listen to the previous video, where I've done a very detailed video on what a haraka is. So essentially, yeah, every time you come across a Noon Shadda, you stretch it for two harakas. So an example for this verse would be, if you were to read it, you would say, Inna Allah. Inna Allah. And the other Noon Shadda, you would say Ala Nabi. Ala Nabi. So Inna Allah and Ala Nabi. So yeah, it's quite a simple rule. To summarize again, Noon Shadda. Shadda is like that little W you see on top of the Noon. Every time you come across it in the Quran, you stretch it for two harakas. Like I said earlier, this special rule only applies for Noon Shadda and Mim Shadda. The Mim Shadda doesn't happen in this verse, so that's why we didn't really cover it, but it's the same thing basically. So, Inna Allah and Ala Nabi. Yeah, if you found this helpful, please like, share, comment, and tell your friends about this. I'm going to be working on a workbook soon, inshallah, and I'll put a link up in the comments below. So if you're interested, you can follow through with the workbook and take one rule at a time and work on it. So yeah, that's it for this lecture. So Noon Shadda, two harakas. If you don't know what a haraka is, please go back to the previous video and I've explained that in a lot of detail. Thank you so much, and see you in the next lecture.